Let's try this again and see if you guys can hear me this time. What about now? Perfect. Okay, we're back. I'm just gonna give it a second for everybody to come back in. I know we had some audio issues in the last stream, so I want to make sure we're good. I'll give it a second. Let's get things popping. All right, guys, welcome back. It's Deeguided by Lights. I'm here to see what urgent messages you guys need to hear for whatever's coming up in your life. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Like this reading. If it resonates, share with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And just thank you for being here. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody's hyped, as you can see. So thank you so much for being here. I'm trying to give it a second for people to come in. I'm so sorry about the audio issues. I swear with YouTube, you just never know. You just never know with YouTube. So I'm just trying to give it a second for everybody to come in. Welcome in. All right, let's if you start hearing any audio issues, please let me know. And thank you to the person on the last live, because I would have just kept rambling. So thank you for telling me you couldn't hear me. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on. I did pull a few messages because I wanted to see what you guys really needed to know and understand that these messages are they're a collective message, right? So this may resonate with you, someone close to you, someone that you are like friend, family, relationship. My intention is to see what you need to know in your love life. We will pull a separate message later on about the career portion of your life, and see what's going on there. Okay, but let's kind of see. Um, let's tap into your energy now and just see what you need to know. Okay, guys. So just let's just start off with the fact that the stream had no audio. I don't know if somebody feels like their throat chakra could be blocked or having difficulty speaking their truth, or there's just something that you need to speak up about. For some of you guys, this may be like a new beginning you're trying to create, or you just have a new mindset. Sorry, it's really windy, so you're gonna hear this door. My kids are playing outside. But I feel like for some of you, you know what? Let me close it. Hold up. Because I don't want to hear that thing slamming around every 2 seconds. But okay, for some of you guys, I feel like you could have somebody, like let's say you have someone around you where you feel like, man, I really need like a spark of inspiration, or I really need more energy coming in. I need like you're trying to feel like you're trying to get active, like you got plans, you got goals, and you feel like things could be really like there's just this state of like no movement with somebody. I feel like there's something that's telling you I'm not like somebody is in a space where they're like, I'm ready to make some changes, yeah, but they're not giving the energy that you're needing right now. I feel like this new beginning is coming in for you because you have to be the leader in this. So like here's what I mean. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you feel like they've kind of become really comfortable, it feels like you're the person that's going to have to take charge and create the change you want to see, which is like my motto this year. Like, I'm going to create the change I want to see in the people around me because I genuinely feel like that is necessary instead of just complaining about the issues. You know what I mean? So I feel like for someone you have in your life, you're creating new beginnings. And I feel like this is happening because you're in a space where you're like, I'm not settling or just taking what I'm being given. And I feel right now you have someone around you that's becoming a little bit obsessive. Okay. So just be mindful with that. This is someone that they feel like they owe you something. Or there's like some sort of spirit or ancestor around you that feels like you're deserving of more. They want to gift you with something. And that could be why you're getting this new awakening or this new information, because I'm seeing the world, I'm seeing the world, I'm seeing the wheel of fortune, and I'm seeing the temperance angel. Okay? So I'm not sure if there's something where it's like you're meant to have a new experience and like a brand new beginning, but this feels like internally, like this is something you're being blessed with to help you be in a better space, to help get you in a better mindset, to help you enjoy life. Like this is really, it's really putting you in a place to like start looking at your life and the people around you, and you're questioning things. Like you're, I don't want to say you're nitpicking, but this feels like questioning things. Like, is this person taking me for a fool? Like, are they playing with me right now? Is this real? Like, is this person truly invested? It's like you're asking questions right now. And this is why I feel this way. Because one of the cards that I pulled, it said, things started out amazing until you tried to compete with me. This feels like a feminine, masculine power struggle here. And it's like you're questioning gender roles. Like maybe you could have a really traditional partner where you feel like this person feels like the woman is supposed to do this and the man is supposed to do this. But I feel like maybe that just may not suit your lifestyle. Like maybe you're the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe they're the breadwinner and they're expecting you to do all of these things, but maybe you work too. So I just feel like for somebody, you guys are determining not based on societal roles, but you're determining within your like your collective, right? Your own personal relationship, your own family structure. You're deciding for yourself what makes sense for you, and you're going completely against the norm. You're going against what everyone is telling you to do, and you're starting to do what's best for yourself. So let's say you're the breadwinner, whether you're man or woman, that's, I don't really give a damn. Whatever, right? If your job is bringing in the bacon and you're paying the bills, but your partner is more of the like tidying up and making sure dinner's ready and making sure that things are like they're the person that pays attention to the fine details. It's like you guys are understanding each other's roles and you're allowing everyone to thrive in what they do, what they work well in, what what their strengths are, and you're picking up on the other side of things. And I feel like this is happening because you got to a point in a connection where you felt like, I don't know if it's that I'm losing interest in a person, or if you feel like things have gotten so complacent and so comfortable that it's just not what it used to be, and that's starting to scare you a bit. And I feel like your guides are starting to wake you up and show you, like, hey, there's more to this situation. There's more that you're meant to experience here, but you have to shift the way you're moving with it, like within this connection. And I feel like you have moments of doubt where you feel like, am I being played for a fool? Because there's somebody here that's overthinking. And you're trying to see like if someone is like if they're just taking from you. Or I'm hearing like, am I falling back into the same cycle? Like somebody is afraid, like, am I falling back into the same shit? It says, do your research, study, and get to know the situation before you make your next move. You see, that's why I keep feeling like your spirit guides are trying to warn you, like, there's something else you're supposed to experience here before you go. And I feel like because the energy is switching within you, it's like it's making someone either overthink something or become a little bit obsessive about the situation here. Because it's the other card that fell out says, don't allow fear to keep you from a good thing. Be careful of self sabotage. So I feel like somebody really is trying to seek counsel. They're trying to get some sort of information. They feel like they don't know all the answers on how to move with a person. And this is making someone feel anxious. They're feeling like, damn, I really care about this person. I have strong feelings for this person, but I feel like something is becoming outdated and it's just not working for the space that I'm in right now. And I feel like you need to speak up. You're needing to express this to somebody here before things get sour, because that's what I'm saying, like like spoiled milk before something gets sour here. I just don't understand why people come on my live. Like, you don't have to be here. This is so weird, dude. Like people come and just start spamming the comment section unnecessarily. Like that's goofy. That's some goofy shit. Oh my God. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit further here. Let's talk about this person. Who is this person that the collective is having a difficult time with? Because this feels urgent. This feels like if this doesn't shift soon, things can fall out of whack and someone can fall out of alignment. And it's like if you tweak a little here and tweak a little there, it won't get this bad. But this is about outdated beliefs and someone not speaking up about it. And it's like you're being called to do your research. Someone needs to do your research and see what works best. So talk to me about this person that the collective is having a hard time with. We have the King of Cups here. So somebody feels like this person is, oof, okay. We have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords. I was gonna say Wands, but I'm not sure. We'll see what that's about. Give me one more. Because this has to do with communication. Yeah, okay. I feel like somebody is so close. They're so close to getting everything that they want. But what's holding them back is not speaking up. This is something that's crossing them. I feel like somebody is wondering, like, this person has everything that they need, but I feel like somebody is moving out of a feminine role and moving into a more masculine energy, and this is throwing the polarity off in the relationship. Like, this is the thing that needs to be balanced out. You have someone that is an emotionally stable person, but the person gets in their head and overthinks things. And then they start to think, like, well, do you want to be single? Or are you constantly questioning things? Because it feels like someone feels backed into a corner. They feel like they can't do anything right. Like somebody's feeling like the struggle here. Like, let's say collective, let's say I'm your person, okay? If I'm your person, I'm having a conversation with you and I'm telling you, hey, listen, right? Because I'm in touch with my feelings, right? As your person, I'm in touch with my feelings. I feel like I know the truth, but the truth still scares me. So I'm really careful with my words, right? And I feel like you've been throwing signs my way and you've been telling me like, hey, I don't like when this is happening. Hey, you need to pick this up. Hey, I need you to do this. Hey, be careful with this. Hey, like you've been nitpicking in their eyes, right? Like you're nitpicking things or whatever, and you keep having the same conversations, and now they're at this point where they want to come talk to you, and I feel like the conversation is a little bit defensive, and it's all because they don't clearly understand what it is that you want. They don't know what you mean. As crazy as this sounds, your person is looking at you and saying, I thought I was doing everything you asked me to do, and yet I still feel like I'm on timeout for things that I don't understand. Like either they feeling like you're asking for too much, or they just feel paralyzed by all the things you're throwing at them. So there's confusion here. But this is definitely a power struggle collective. Okay. Your person looks at you and they feel like you're financially stable. They feel like you have a lot of wisdom, like you figure things out. They feel like you're worth the investment. They see you as a hard worker. This person sees you as a boss. They low key feel like you could run the show. And this is what's bothering them. This is crazy. This you're questioning whether this person is really who you need them to be, and they're starting to question whether they can be this for you. And this is what has them trapped because they know this is who you need. They know this is the emperor is the embodiment of all the kings, right? So they know that you need somebody that's a leader. They know that you need somebody that's emotionally stable. They know that you need somebody that you can call on, you can rely on for good wisdom, for good um like great support, someone who can be financially stable, someone that can take an idea and make it flourish. This is what they know that they need. They need a good husband, a good father, someone that's going to be the rock, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to be your right hand man. Like they know that this is what you need from them. The problem is you stand alone in this energy. You already have all the things that you need. The problem is you're waiting for this person to step up and be this emperor energy. And the fact that they're battling with what that looks like for you, this is the problem. This is what has them stuck. They don't understand. Somebody is confused. They're confused. This is why it's like they're asking, like, well, what do I need to do? This person's doing some research. They're trying to figure out. Don't be surprised if you start hearing they're reading like self-help books, they're going to therapy, they're talking to somebody here. Don't be surprised, collective, because somebody's trying to get to the bottom of things and this is rocking them. It's making them question, well, damn, I thought I had it figured out. Now I gotta create a new plan. I gotta find a new way. Hold on. It's like they feel like they don't stimulate you. Like, maybe before they were, like, right there with you, and then somewhere along the way, maybe you got an awakening, something in your spirit woke up, and you were like, "Yo, I need to move." Like, I'm seeing what the next 3 of years, the next 5 years of my life looks like, and right now, it's not stimulating me enough. It's not motivating me. It's not, and I'm not trying to say that this person needs to be all things for you, because if y'all been with me long enough, you know I don't believe in that theory. I don't subscribe to that ideology. I don't believe that one person can be all things for you. But there's something about this person where they're putting unnecessary stress on themselves to be that. But and like you have certain things in your mind. And you know what's funny? I was explaining this to my partner not too long ago. I was telling him, men can tell a woman, I just want you to be kind, patient, nurturing, right? And as a woman, we're like, the minute they say that, we dissect that shit. We'd be like, okay, nurturing. So you wants me to like be a little mothering and a little like when they're sick, like make sure we get their soups and stuff like that and get all their little things that they need and make sure that they have the house all tidy and make we immediately start to dissect the hell out of that, right? And the man is like, I just need you to be kind, understanding, nurturing. For a woman, we look at life from a more practical everyday step, right? Like, so we look at it and we're like, well, we need the person to be a provider, and we break that shit down. Well, to provide means to take care of the household, to make sure that if there's anything that we need, that we have it. And we understand that we play our part, right? We're not greedy, most of us. We understand the work that's invested in that, you know. So we make sure we uphold our end of the bargain. Real women make sure we uphold our end as a provider, a protector, a person that is going to be we understand that protection is not just okay, you make sure the house is all the doors are locked. No, protecting is like you protect my peace. Protect my peace of mind. Protect my spirit. Don't put me in no weird places. Don't make me question your ability or question your judgment. That's the peace of mind. That's the safety within spirit, our relationship with God. Like there's so many things that's involved. And as women, we'll break that shit down so it's so easy for you to understand, right? And to us as women, we're like, oh, we laid that shit out so clean. There's no way you don't understand. And a man will be like, y'all ask for a lot. No, is that we're clear on what we want. And a man thinks because they say three things, it's like, that's it. It's simple. We're so simple. No, the hell y'all not. And that's why they say, like, women understand women's language and men understand men language. It's difficult. And in relationship, it takes time to understand each other and to break it down, but it takes effort for us to break it down. And the reason why I went on this whole rant, if you're still with me, is because somebody here is wanting you to tell them, well, what exactly do you mean? And break it down for me to understand. Because somebody is confused. Somebody's confused as hell. Collective. You could be dealing with a Pisces, a Gemini, an Aquarius, and Aries, Virgo. Those are the signs that are showing up here. I'm also getting Capricorn. I just feel Capricorn here. So tell me more about what's the hang up with this person, Holy Spirit. And then you know what? What I'll probably do is I'll pull your side so I can just see how you're feeling. Okay. Tell me, tell me more, Spirit. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice card. That's twice, y'all. I don't know if you see it here. That's twice. The High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Sun. I can't make this shit up. Didn't I say I feel that wands? There it is. I said I feel action here. I feel the Eight of Wands. And it's because there's something about this that feels like, I love the confirmation. And there's the judgment. Y'all, this it spooks me sometimes how clear these messages come through. Look, you're questioning. You are in a position where you're like, I am, I know what I'm able to provide, and I know what it is that I need. I know the life I want to live. I see this clearly. The issue that we're having here is somebody knows when the justice card comes up, they know that there's an imbalance. They know that there's something going on within your situation that isn't quite right. There's something that you're not receiving where you feel like it's becoming unjust and it needs to be made right. And this person is getting worried because they're seeing it. They're seeing, oh shit, this person is switching up, but I don't know what I'm doing that is leading to this. Or if they know what they're doing, they don't know how to fix it just yet. But they know who you are to them because they look at you as the Queen of Pentacles. This person knows what you provide to them. They're trying to figure out how they can provide what you need to you. And this is something intuitively that they're battling. This is an internal battle. When you see the Eight of Swords with the High Priestess, this is going on within, and this is something that they're not telling you yet. They still are keeping this to themselves. And I don't know what they're waiting for to have this conversation, but if they don't hurry up and figure this out, it's going to lead to a fight unnecessarily, too. Like explosive, because it's like bottling up. This is also somebody that low-key plays a little victim. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm just thinking the same thing. Listen, like if they're not careful, this is gonna like it's getting bottled up, and this person's low-key playing victim because, and I this kind of behavior irritates me a little bit because if you know that something's wrong. And you know that we not cool, and you know I've been moving different. Why are you waiting for me to say something when you know you can easily speak up too? Right? I'm dealing with somebody that's emotionally intelligent here. So emotionally intelligent your ass into speaking up the way you know you need to speak up. Because what are you waiting for? And the problem is this person looks at you and they see where you're going. They see where you're going. You have the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. They know that you're not somebody to play around with. They know that you not only are you independently wealthy within spirit, within like just your mindset, your goals, the things you're trying to accomplish, they know that once you set your mind to something, you are moving and you're like you're leaving everything in the dust if that's what it comes to, right? Because you are the Nine of Pentacles is somebody that's spiritually, it's like you're spiritually tapped in. So you understand that if something is not working in your favor, you allow God to handle that. You let God kind of lead the way for you. You're not somebody that's going to sit back and say, oh, well, I got to pull this person along because, I need them in my life. No, you're like, look, I want you here, but you have to do your part because I'm planning for my future. And whatever happens along the way, I'm okay with it because God is leading me down this path and nothing is going to divert me because your spirit is so strong with God that you are moving. Like you feel like the universe is guiding your path and you're listening, right? Those signs are there. And this is it's showing me that the signs are there. You're clear about what you're trying to do. And someone knows this. Someone knows that you're focused on your future. You're focused on your legacy. You're focused on like if you have children, what you're leaving behind for your kids. You don't put other people in front of what's important to you. And the reason why I say that's because there's a baby here. So I feel like because they know this, they know if they don't get to it, the chariot, you're moving forward and you're not looking back no more. You're not focusing on the past. You're not focusing on what was. You're focusing on what we're gonna do now to be better. There's no more arguing about the shit that happened last year or when we talked about this 6 months ago. Fuck all that. Nobody cares about that. What are we doing today? What are we fixing now? And how are we moving forward so that we know what not to do so all the irritating shit could be left behind, right? We too grown to be harboring and stuck having the same loop of conversations and fights and ain't nobody got time for that no more. And I feel like there's somebody here, they're being trapped until they understand how like that you mean what you say and you say what the hell you mean. And when you get to stepping, you gonna step. And if that person isn't on the same rhythm of your footsteps, then baby, it is what it is. And they're gonna be trapped in their head by it because it's like it's the very own like their very own things that they haven't let go of or they refusing to heal through that is causing them to kind of lose sight of what's most important. It's like somebody is lacking direction, but you seem to have it figured out, at least for the most part for you. Someone feels like their life lacks direction, so they're low-key trying to fall into your plan because you seem to have it figured out. This right here, this is the problem. Third, look, it says 3113 in the chat right now. That's mirrored energy. What is going on here? What color are your eyes? Hazel. You're adorable. Oh, thank you, Bill. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, listen, I know we the underdogs. I didn't even expect my team to go this far. I'm not gonna lie, just because you know how it is during rebuild season. Like this was officially like the second year of getting new people in, and we really got a lot of people that they were hurt. I'm not gonna lie. So I was concerned because I was like, we're gonna know where we stand based on our rehab team. If our people are on their shit and they're taking care of our boys and making sure that they are healthy, we're gonna be able to make it. But it's still fresh. So I was like, look, if we have a good season, I'm good. But we made it to the Super Bowl. And no disrespect to anybody or whatever, but y'all know, like, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Caribbean. So, like, the Puerto Rican blood in me runs very, very strong. And anybody who's Puerto Rican out here knows, like, we are proud people. So, to even have Bad Bunny, like, y'all understand, it's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. So, but anyways, let's get back to the real. I don't want to get off track. But look, I just feel like this. I feel like you have somebody here that's saying, I want to be these things for you. I want to give you what it is that you need. And I see it now. So you go from somebody who knows what they need to do to actually wanting to put in work here. So let's go ahead and clarify this a little bit further because I do see action coming in, and this is because of self-evaluation. When the judgment card comes in, y'all, this is somebody that goes, damn, I get what the person has been saying. And they could have put themselves on a timeout, or they could have energetically felt you putting them on a timeout. And this is what's forcing this person to like grow, right? When the judgment card comes in, it means everything that you didn't want to deal with, all the hidden skeletons in your closet, all the shit that you tried to stuff down. It's like you have to take a look at it and see how it's affecting your life in a negative way. For somebody here, they just got too comfortable. Because I'm literally hearing, and baby girl, don't you ever get too comfortable. Don't ever get too comfortable. And that's what I'm hearing. So now the action is being taken place, and this person wants to work with you. And the beautiful thing about when you see the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles is this is somebody that knows that they've disappointed you, right? Ten of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Ten of Swords behind it. This is somebody that know that they've disappointed you or they feel like they're letting you down. And because of this, they want to work with you. Three of Pentacles is what you need to see when you're trying to rebuild a strong foundation, right? So let's say the tower hits, boom, your whole thing is shaken, everything falls and crumbles, and now you're left with rubble. You're being forced with the Three of Pentacles for this person to go, All right, look, I know I played a part. Come here, let me help you fix this foundation. Let's make it strong and sturdy. Tell me what it is. Let's get to the bare bones basic. What do you need? What am I not understanding? Give me the blueprint. Now, you know how I said in the beginning, where the women will break it down so easy and men are like, "Oh, this is so much." Now you got somebody that's like, "No, break it down because I'm taking notes this time. This time I want to know exactly what you mean." Because this person is not willing to lose you. This person knows what time it is. And if you're not married to this person, they're about to. They're about to because they know if you sit in this Nine of Pentacles energy for too long, somebody else is going to snatch your ass up because you're not something that's easily like available these days. This is the type of person that not only looks good and smells good, but they take care of themselves and they got their money right. This is hot commodity. Like, so there's somebody here that's looking at you and they're saying, "Oh shit, I'm letting this person down and I don't like the way that feels. This is making them not it's like they're questioning who they are, knowing they're in the emperor status, but they're going through a stage in their life where they're questioning who they are. And because of that, it's putting you in a place to like it's like put them at a distance and like they know they have to come to you correct if you're going to let them back in your life 100%. And this doesn't have to mean like you're not talking to them no more, or you kick them out, or you no, this could just be like you're not as inviting towards them. And they're feeling that shit. And this is forcing them to go, damn, I really got to get my shit together because I don't like being in this space with this person. Like, I don't like how this feels. I want more for us. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Cancer. A lot of earth energy here, guys. Leo, Sag, Gemini, I think I said Libra. Yeah, hella earth energy too. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. That's the energy I'm feeling here. So somebody's gonna be waking up. I'm gonna pull a couple more messages here because I feel like somebody feels they're self-sabotaging. And that's why the first messages is like, don't allow yourself to be played for a fool, equal give and take. And this person is low-key studying you. They're obsessing a little bit. They're watching everything you do. This person is. They're watching everything you do. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're dealing with somebody that's like being like they're allowing the situation to like make them bitter or make them defensive, yo, I feel like you don't care. You're gonna still keep pushing. And this person's gonna learn how to like have that ego death that's necessary, which is why judgment came out. Somebody needs an ego death. You got somebody that low key like stalking, obsessing. Like if you're getting a lot of attention or something like that, this person's gonna lose their fucking mind. Because the first thing you need to do is keep your like your home in order before you start worrying about what's going on with somebody else. And this person here, they're worried because they feel like their home is not in order. Whoosh. There's that tower I was talking about. I'm telling you, it's like something had to crumble because someone thought that they could get away with just doing just enough. But just enough ain't enough for you no more. And that's what someone is realizing here. Okay. Any other messages? Let's see. We have the okay, we have the 4 of Pentacles here. I'm just trying to see for those who are going through a different situation. I try to read for as much as I can, like different people, just to get different perspectives because I am reading for such a large collective. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Yo, that's funny. You saw we had the Ember. I feel like I'm telling two sides of the story. Like, all right, you spoke for them, now speak for us. Because now we got the Empress here. We have the Empress here. We had the Queen of Pentacles before. We got the King of Pentacles now. Oh, there she is right there. Boom. With the Seven of Pentacles. No, I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles. So here's the deal. This is what I'm feeling. First of all, 888 is significant. I just want to throw that out there because that's what I heard. Like you sure did get a lot of eights. Okay. Somebody could be concerned about their height or their weight or their size for women. You could feel like maybe you put on a couple pounds, you're not really feeling yourself. Or you could be really confident with your weight and someone is just battling with their own self-esteem. Or you could have somebody that put on weight and now they're concerned about their size because they put on weight. Throwing that out there, don't know who that's for, but that's my little snack size card. That's what that means. So somebody could be concerned like maybe they're not pleasing you enough, or things have just been off whack. So they're losing connection or chemistry here. Hmm, that's interesting. But somebody is holding on to a lot of deep-seated issues. Okay. So you remember the person that I said was holding on to shit? I feel like this is their side. Somebody here has a lot of past issues that they felt like, to them, they feel like, oh, they got over it. Like they pushed it to the side and, they felt like they did the healing work because time passed, but in reality, they just forgot about it because the moon is next to it, which means like this is an illusion, this isn't real. Like someone feel like they forgot about it, and because they forgot about it, it's no longer a thing, but you're bringing it up in them. This is somebody that's a very grounded individual. They could be a really calm type of person. This person is all about their bread, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This person does not play about their financial status. Their financial status determines the type of person that they're gonna move, like the person they're gonna be in this world and how they're gonna move. Can I get a free reading? A free reading? If you know what? I haven't posted it. That's my fault. My bad, y'all. I am going to be doing a free reading raffle for this month. I'm going to be posting it this upcoming weekend. I'll probably do another one just at the end of the month just because I forgot. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I forgot to put it in the community tab. But if you comment on the reading, you like it, you subscribe to the channel, I will be doing a raffle. So I put your information into a bowl and I pick a few names so I could do free readings for you guys. So just make sure you're doing that and we can kind of go from there. But yes, I am doing a free reading raffle this month just because why not, right? But okay, so whoever we're dealing with here, this is somebody who will rather stuff their emotions than deal with them, and they'll focus on money or their material world, like their status, um, rather than just dealing with their emotions. And this person could have had a really a really difficult love life, or there's things that they hold on to from their past, like past heartbreaks or past emotional trauma that was created within relationships. This is something that this person still harbors. I feel like this person could be a little bit stingy too when they feel like they're not getting a whole 100% of you. They start pulling back and they're like, well, you don't well, I'm not gonna give to you if you're gonna be distant from me. And they're not even recognizing how their own insecurities or their own deception, like their own shit is stopping them or stopping you from giving to them. This kind of feels like this relationship could be really good if someone would be a little bit more vulnerable with you. Because you're with the Empress here, this is saying that this is somebody that can be very loving, very nurturing, but this is what's stifling their growth. And I feel like the two of you could have a really good life together because you guys have similar goals. Like somebody else is very invested in their future, very invested in the type of life that they want to have. Someone wants to be very financially stable. They want to live a very comfortable life or could already be living one. The problem that we're having here is someone's shared values has been like there's some sort of there's a blockage in the understanding of these values. So you guys could be on the same page, but the way it's communicating is not getting through to the other person. And I feel like it's starting to unravel in ways that you guys didn't even anticipate. So if you feel like someone is a safe space for you, maybe you needed that at some point. You needed that safety net. You needed someone to feel like safety to you. And that could be financially, that can be just spiritually, right? Like someone's spirit is so calm and you needed that. Now you're requiring something else. Now I will say, you guys are kindred spirits. It's showing up this way in a major way at that. You're meant to work together. You're meant to really learn one another, because through doing this, it not only deepens your bond, but it also teaches you a lot about yourself. And that's the issue that you guys are having. The mirroring that's happening in this reading, it's the most frustrating thing to deal with within relationship, but it is also the most rewarding. I feel like not only will this deepen your chemistry with one another, but the sex will be bomb if someone will get out of their own way. Y'all that are out there that had really deep connections with a person where you felt vulnerable and you felt open and you felt emotionally safe, tell me the sex wasn't good. Just saying. Tell me that the romance wasn't there and it didn't take much. Just saying. Don't be talking about my team, bro. You should burn that shirt. Damn, why are you guys hating so much? Don't do that. We could share so much love on this page. You don't even have to be that hateful. It's we playing Space Girl. Why didn't you call me over? Yo, I haven't played spades in so long, and I've been mad because I've been wanting to. I grew up playing spades like my entire life. Like we would literally on a Sunday, my mother, my brothers, we would just sit there fight over who's gonna be whose partner so we can play. And we used to throw down dominoes and spades. Yo, we'll be there till 3, 4 in the morning playing. It used to be the best times growing up. All right, let's clarify this a little bit. So, okay, so you do have somebody that is holding back. This is a person that feels like they're seeing through bullshit. Somebody is standing up for themselves and they're saying, like, I'm not dealing with this person who is choosing to hold on to things that isn't serving them no more and it's starting to affect the relationship. And this is somebody that's like, I'm feeling the need to be distant from you because you're not providing something emotionally for me. I feel like the dynamic that's switching is making someone close off and making them cold. They low-key feel like they've suffered a loss, like they're losing the love for someone, or they feel like, what about this person is changing to the point where it's making me not want to be around them as much or not want to invest as much. There's something about that. Like somebody feels like they're mourning a part of their partner and they don't like it. But this is happening because there's something that they're not being told. There's a secret here, some sort of information that's not being said. For some of you, there may be a third party here that this person is investing their time into, and or this is the fear. There's a fear that somebody thinks that, oh, they're not giving to me because there's someone else. Let's clarify that. Yeah, options, choices, but this could also be illusions, right? Somebody deceiving themselves, hallucinations is the funniest thing. Like somebody thinking like, "Oh my God, this person has like all these other options. I know they do. That's why they're being distant." Like someone's trying to justify what you're doing by saying, "Oh, it's because they have somebody else in the mix." And in reality, I don't really feel like that's the case. I just feel like you're tired of dealing with someone's shit. You're tired of somebody holding you up. Tell me why the moon is here, spirit. Why is the moon here? I said this puts me in the I just read that, right. So this comment puts me in the raffle for the free reading. Check. That is so funny. Passing, showing love. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so somebody here, we have the moon and we have, ugh, okay, we have the 7 of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody is being really defensive. This is someone that's very territorial. So if this is you, I feel like you're not playing about somebody. And if they're like if somebody is being cold towards you, I feel like you're gonna be the person to step up and be like, all right, what we doing? Because I'm not dealing with this no more. So what needs to be done? How can we check these boxes? What we got to do to get back on track? Because ultimately we got a goal and we got a plan here. And there's nothing getting in the way and messing this up. So somebody feels like heavy about this. Like they're not playing. Or you're getting to the point where you're like, listen, you're gonna have to get to the bottom of your feelings. You're gonna have to figure this shit out because I invested too much time into this for you to get to this place now where you questioning shit and you don't know how to speak up and now you can't process the things that you're going through. What's going on? What do we need to talk about? Let's get therapy if we need therapy. Let's talk to somebody if we need to talk to somebody, but let's get to the bottom of this. Somebody is not putting up with it. The King of Pentacles, because this is somebody that's like, you will go through hell and back to make sure you're financially okay, but your spiritual world doesn't matter to you. Like that should matter most, in my opinion. That should matter most. And somebody's spirit isn't resting easy, or I feel like your spirit is not resting easy around somebody. Like, and you'll know that because when somebody moves away, when you're dealing with somebody that has a lot of unhealed shit where they're not working through their shit, they're just suppressing it and acting like everything is fine. You'll know that because when you're around this person, you'll feel like you're drowning underwater. Like you'll feel like spiritually you're not at ease. And you'll know the minute they leave, when you find that sense of peace, it's because their spirit is not clean or their spirit is, they're still struggling with things. They have a lot of unhealed shit. And that's how you'll know where a person stands and how it affects your spirit. I feel like somebody is battling with someone's spirit. Tell me about this King of Pentacles here. The Wheel of Fortune. I know a card just flipped. The Page of Cups. You have somebody that is, they're battling. They're like, they're not as tapped in as you are, collective. No. We have the Devil with the 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody that's fearful. Someone feels like they're battling with the material world versus their spiritual world, and the material world is winning. It has a hold on them. Unfortunately, it does. And the hard work is tapping into that intuition, which is why they're coming through as a page. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, this is somebody that is in the beginning stages of understanding what that connection with God is. Like they have the very basic bare minimum, but they don't have true conversations. They haven't really tapped in that way. And on that front, they're being hit with some sort of upheaval to force them to have to tap into spirit, to really deepen that bond. And I feel like because you're feeling it, this person is like, oh shit, they're recognizing something. And you know what's so crazy? It's like you're seeing into the soul of this person, and it's something that they are not able to see, which is why what's crossing them is the moon. This is getting interesting because collective, I think you're looking at this person and you're saying, is this person worth the investment if they're, because you feel like you're dealing with someone that has unclean spirits with them, someone that chooses the material world over their spiritual connection. And that is really affecting you in a negative way. This is something that you're not able to sleep well with. Why is that? Look, the Four of Wands with the Justice. You feel like, how am I supposed to continue to build a world with this relationship or build a connection with this person, build a life, a community, a union within this situation when I feel like I'm constantly in a space? Ooh, you guys, maybe you may not realize you're dealing with somebody that is meant to keep you uneasy. They're meant to keep you in a space where you're constantly confused. This person is literally been sent to your life to keep you confused, which is why you're being called into a spiritual transformation. Because what the devil uses to hurt you and harm you, God will use for good. That's what I just heard. Somebody is being forced to surrender here. And what I say, what the devil uses to hurt you, God is using for good. He's making this a new beginning and forcing someone to tap into their spirituality. This is about someone not sleeping at night. Yo, I can't make this shit up. Someone is uneasy. What the fuck? Collective. What the hell are y'all dealing with? I said it's like somebody feels that something was done wrong and it needs to be made right. And that's exactly what this is. This is about mental and spiritual stability. And you're dealing with someone who doesn't understand this the way that you do. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Pisces, Gemini, a hella Taurus energy here. Scorpio, Capricorn, a lot of Capricorn energy as well. Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Libra. That's crazy. I've gone above and beyond to help, give clarity, guide, love unconditionally. Yeah, baby. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it feels like you can do, you know what's crazy? You could feel like somebody isn't even doing anything crazy. This person could be so supportive, so loving, so nurturing, showing up for you, doing all these things. And then somewhere along the way, the mask falls. And it's not anything that they're doing, but it's spiritually what they were called to do in your life, right? Because you got to understand when we come into connection, this is what brings the soul's healing and growth. You can't do it by yourself. Like I need people to understand that. You could try to isolate away, stay in your house, don't have no relationships. It doesn't matter. You're going to slow down your own healing. You're meant to experience people because it's through the polarity, it's through the duality of the man and woman or two women or it's just it's through the communication, through the adversity that your soul heals and grows, right? So, everyone that comes into your life, they teach you something. Your kids, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your cousins, everybody, they teach you something. You have people who are like-minded that you guys are like two peas in a pod, right? Because God is not here to torture you, right? So you'll have people that you get along with, you got the same mentality, and it feels like, oh my God, all the love and the fuzzies, and it's so great because we're so much alike. Perfect. But then you have connections that come that they battle you all the way through, but it's teaching you things about yourself. It's helping you. It's like iron sharpens iron, right? It helps you be the best version of yourself. You may not agree with it in the moment, but eventually it will. And I promise it be your own kids. It be your own kids that'll show you the best and the worst things about yourself. Okay. And then you get your relationships, and it's your blind spot. Your relationships become your blind spot because you want to give and love and show up. And when they stop giving, you want to give more because you feel like, damn, I gotta be. Maybe if I just do X, Y, and Z, they'll show up more, they'll get it, and then they'll start to do it too. No. Sometimes people are brought into your life to keep you confused. So you can see, yo, I gotta get out of this. Like, if a person keeps you in a confused state, what am I doing to allow this? What am I doing that keeps inviting this in? What boundaries do I need to be better at putting up? What conversations do I need to have? Who do I need to not talk to no more? That's what I feel is going on here. You have somebody that was sent to take you down spiritually. Everything else could be perfect, but spiritually, they were meant to take you down. And now you're starting to see, and I feel like because you're waking up, God is turning this to work in your favor. How is He turning this to work in your favor? Let's break that down real quick. How is God turning this to work in your favor? Holy Spirit, show me. Kiddos bring the clarity. They sure as hell do. They sure as hell do. Because my kids will show me the best, like the best aspects of myself. And I'm like, oh, those are my babies, right? Those are the things we want to big up. We want to be like, yeah, they got that from mommy. They sure did. And then the worst things you want to be like, oh, that's their father. But no, like it's you. Like I know my kids are sarcastic as hell. I can't be mad at nobody else. It's me. I'm the problem. My kids are very outspoken. Yes, I give them the floor to speak their mind all the time. I should teach them more boundaries. You're right. I should. And I'm working on it. Right. But it's also teaching me to have more boundaries with myself. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes when we can't get the closure that we need, it can be really sucky. But you got to create it for yourself. I'm not the type of person to say I have to talk everything through. I don't. I just close doors, baby. I can't. All right, let me see. Well, how is God turning this in your favor? How is God turning this in your favor? You're being able to see. I feel like because I just heard new gift unlocked. So for some of you, this is opening a new spiritual gift for you. Not only that, but this is making you like, okay, those who have been with me long enough, you guys know when I do readings, they always come full circle. Okay. My clients can attest. My readings will start one way and they always come full circle. And I'm always guided to say certain things in the beginning because the shit always comes back out. You become the leader of the charge when it comes to this change. Unfortunately, as sucky as that, what like I hate having to say that. Like, why I always gotta be the one to do it? Why me? Why I gotta be the leader? That is your soul's journey in this life. And you will have to be the leader of this charge. You're going to be able to call shit out. You'll be able to see it. You see things that people won't be able to see. You'll know too, because if you're a person that has like moles on your eye, I don't know why I just got that. But if you're the type of person that has like moles on your eye or around your mouth, it's because you can see things and you speak truth. You speak through lies. You hear the lies. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something about that. And I feel like you can see through this shit. You can see through a lot of it. And I feel like you'll know because you've been able to do this since you were a child. You were the child in the family that was able to do this. You'll know because your life will be completely different from everyone else in your family. That's how you'll know. And people could have slept on you your whole life, even tried to trip you up. I'm telling you, even tried to trip you up here. But you became the healer that everyone looks up to and admires. And they could be watching you online right now. Hello. They could be watching you online now. That's crazy. You bowed out of the issues. You bowed out of the fight. And I feel like you're placing all the burdens back on the very people who tried to tear you down. God is working it out in your favor because whatever you endured through all of this, the burdens are now being placed back on them and you're breaking free. And that's the spiritual lesson. You see what I'm saying? You keep coming through. Somebody keeps coming through as the emperor here. That is the spiritual lesson. You are spiritually like tapped the hell in. Somebody here, it's like you go against the grain. You go against traditional. It's like you can have a traditional aspect to your spirituality, but there's a part of you that you're breaking free from outdated beliefs and you're taking the information and you're going about it in a different way. And you got people that are telling you you're not supposed to do it like that. How dare you try something different? But it's working for you because you were guided to do so and you listened. You were obedient. Where other people think that they have to be obedient to what people say, you were obedient to spirit. So God is working this shit out in your favor. Literally, you have people that are fighting on your behalf. You have people that are fighting for you. For some of you, it's a spirit guide. This could have been like an uncle or grandfather here. They're fighting on your behalf and they're instilling this wisdom to you. Facts. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. They're giving you the information. Any kind of ideas you're getting, they're telling you, yes, look it up. Yes, research it. Because they're instilling this in you, which is why they just told me about the eye thing. So I have to do my research because they showed me if you have moles in your eyes or around your mouth there's something about the way you speak or the fact that you can see things. You see through people. You cut through shit. And you're a healer. You're here to help people, to give them the insight they need so they can cut themselves out of this situation, drop to the fucking floor and get to pushing. Walk your ass out of your problems. Thank you, Brittany. I sure am, Texas. I can't see it from here. I'm blind as hell, y'all. Texas made Trey, I think is what I think that's what I read. I sure am. I sure am. Listen, no shade. No shade. You're here to show nothing but love, okay? Okay. So God is turning this in your favor, and we love that. Because not only through your, it's like you suffered, healed, and become the wounded healer. That's crazy. You become the wounded healer, and you become the blueprint to show people. And the crazy thing is, let's say this is your life and this is your story. You could have been the younger one of the group, and people always look down on you. But it's not because they hated you, it's because a part of them deep down knew that you understood things differently. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have younger but better. Like you could have been the younger sibling, or you could have been in the relationship, you're younger than them, and they feel like you're more mature or you have a wise soul. And there's something about that where it's like, ugh, I hate that they're right. I hate it. And the very people you broke away from, or the very people who are like who were upset with you or had problems with you, they're the ones obsessing over you now. They're the ones stalking you, trying to get info on you. They're the ones that are trying to get back in your space now. And if it's this person that's trying to work their way to getting on your good side, it's like spirit is forcing them to go through a dark night of the soul where they can evolve and be who you need them to be. It's funny how God will use what's meant to destroy you to make you better, and you will be the very reason to wake them the hell up. And it is the greatest thing. 3737 when I said that. I'm telling you, that's 1010. But it happens every time. It says no in the reverse, which is a yes. Like I'm telling you, it's the very thing. And for some of you, this may happen within 6 to 8 months where you start getting this clarity or somebody wakes the hell up. Um, or this is just something that like it took some time for you guys to get to this place. For some of you, I feel like somebody may get hit in their pockets to wake them up, to show them that it's not about the financial standing, it's about how you live your life in the spirit. It's about what matters most, how you truly love, not what you can provide. I don't know. Could be dealing with a Libra, an Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, hella Aries here, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo. Take that how it resonates. I think I said Pisces. All right, let's do your career portion. Let's go ahead and clear this up. Oh, you know what? Let me read this message for you guys before we move into the career portion. Because I did pull a card, and it says seek counsel. So it says, there's a council of wisdom makers inside your soul, the council of beauty, the council of peace, the council of joy. Seek their advice daily. Tune your thoughts and actions to their vibration. And if you cannot hear them, seek the company of those elders who can. Listen to them, and they will tell you that which does not bring your soul alive is too small for you. Yo, that shit hit. That hit. Because that's what I kept feeling like somebody is talking to somebody. Damn, didn't I say that? Somebody is talking to somebody. Somebody's going to counseling. Somebody's trying to get help. They want to understand because it's like something is not hitting them. It's like it's not working for them anymore. That's crazy. So I feel like they're getting advice. And someone is telling somebody here, like let's say you've been talking to people, they're telling you like you got somebody that's too small for you, somebody that's gonna hold you back in some way. They're not gonna let you grow in the way you need to grow, and vice versa. Somebody could be saying that they're like, hey, baby, maybe you need to let that person go. You're going to hold them back. So just whatever that means. All right. Let's try to move into your career and finance portion. It says, so can you tell me who's winning the Super Bowl? Listen, I honestly, I'm just happy to be here. I did not expect my team to do as well as they did. I know everybody tries to say, like, oh, you guys had an easy season. Okay. I can't look. I don't set it up that way. But we did have some good competitors. And we had it towards the end. So I don't want to hear nothing. That Taurus narcissist. Yo, Taurus, let me tell you about Taurus people, okay? They challenge the hell out of you, and they could be the most loving people, but they will hold the biggest grudge, and you will think you guys are past shit, and they will never let that shit go. It could be 20 years. They'll be like, that one day on December 15th, 1927. Like, they will never let that shit go, bruh. That shit is crazy. They have the best memory when you fuck up with them, but let them fuck up with you. They don't remember shit. That shit's funny as hell. No, Libras are just airheaded as hell. Libras, golly, you can't get them to like remember shit to save their life unless it's something that they want to do. You're not gonna convince them to do something they don't want to do. A Libra, they beat to the what is it? Beat to the beat of their own drum. She's destroying me. Yo, Brittany, you funny. She said, yes, indeed. Indeedy. The desperate watchers who've been cut out want back in. They always do. Yo, eventually they always do. And you know what's crazy too? Even like the people that I don't talk to no more, I don't wish these people no harm. Like I legit love them. I love them. And I send love their way. Even those who hurt me. Like I don't wish them no harm. Cause I just don't give a fuck that much. Like I'm blessed. And if I had to experience you and all of your fuckery to get me to this place now, baby, thank you and see you never. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, because I don't have time for it. But I'm grateful to have come across paths with you because whatever it is that you were meant to do, I'm doing great now. So thank you for playing your part in my success. You know what I'm saying? That's how I have to look at it because there's no other way. I'm not gonna be bitter. Hell no. I won't lie though. I'm on the cusp of Virgo Libra. I feel different than a lot of other Libras. Okay, so Virgos for me, Virgos could be like my best friend and my worst enemy at the same time. Because Virgos, you guys are so detail oriented, and I love that shit. I love a Virgo that's about their business. I love a Virgo in business, but in friendship, they will grind you to pulp. Like being vulnerable with a Virgo is not for the faint of the heart. Like it's not. You really have to be somebody that is so confident in your spot and confident who you are, and you have to be thoroughly honest with yourself because a Virgo will read you for filth. And a part of me loves that shit because Okay, what about now? What about now? Am I back? Yes. Okay, we figured it out. Okay, cool. Because I was about to say, please, Lord. Yay. All right, we're back. Okay. Damn, yo, I really do believe that sometimes. Like shit just be coming in and messing things up. Cause golly, like I was in the thrill of it all. And now I lost my train of thought. I've never seen someone fix it. All right. So let's go and hop into your career and finance portion real quick because I don't want to run out of time. All right, let's see. I agree. It is gonna come out better. All right, let's see. Career and finance for the collective Holy Spirit. Tell me what you need some to know for career and finance. I'm just pulling an angel number message. I will say there's a lot of mirrored energy. They told me to stop. So when they do that, it's because the bottom of the deck is what they want me to see. And this is taking chances here with act on your idea. So for some of you guys, you have to balance out a realistic and practical approach to whatever you're trying to create. Um, I feel like if you're trying to save money, you need to really map out like where you spend the most money and where you can cut back. Okay. Like I'm the type of person, I will buy the largest coffee possible from any Dunkin' or Starbucks. It's just that's what I would do. And I started to realize like I can just buy the small, I'm getting the same amount of fucking coffee and just get a cup of ice. And now instead of spending almost $10 on a cup of coffee, I can still have my coffee and I'm only spending 5. Like you got to find ways to cut costs or find ways um to just cut corners and save money however you can. Stretch your meals. There's something about budgeting. I feel like you're going to be budgeting and becoming a lot more disciplined so that you can achieve something down the line. You're being called to save money. Hear what I'm telling you because something's either coming up that's going to be an unexpected expense or an idea that you want to invest your stuff in, like your money into, and you'll have it. But if you're being impatient or you're not strategically planning your money out right now, it's going to bite you later when you have an opportunity to take a chance on something. You're not going to be able to. And they want this to be successful. So they want you to focus. Okay. So I'm going to read it to you. You have the benefit of good fortune and you will use your wise judgment to help you. You can do anything in this place. You can reach new heights and you need to act on the potential as soon as you see this pattern because whatever it is that's coming in is going to grow for you. As long as you like the minute you start to see like, oh, okay, I'm saving money here. I saw how much money I cut over here. I got gas at this gas station. Damn, I didn't even realize I had enough money saved to put gas a whole nother week now. It's stuff like that. It's like God will start showing you. And this is the thing when you're trying to really get disciplined and get focused, God will help you. God will help you. God will show you, like, go to this gas station. And you don't know why you're going there, but for whatever reason, it's 10 cents cheaper. And you've been doing this for 2 weeks, and now you realize you have that extra money. There's something about that here. But this is like something is trying to come in for you, and this is unexpected, y'all. And I feel like whatever this is, you're going to be like in such a good place. You're going to start seeing the money like by the end of the year or the end of these 3 months. You're going to be like, holy shit, I've saved this much money. What can I do with this money? Or what debt can I pay down faster? Something like that. And then I have when chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or your personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Yo, that's what I'm telling you. There's something here because I see progression. I'm seeing you take 2 steps forward, then you bump to 6 steps. Like something helps you jump leaps and bounds. They help you out of something. So what was meant to send like to come your way to cause some sort of hiccup for you, You were so prepared, like God put you on early enough so when it comes in, it doesn't even affect you. And that's what you want. You want to be in a position where when you have unexpected expenses, you're okay. You don't have to dip into shit. Yes, be consistent. All right, so let's see. Let's pull more. Okay, Holy Spirit. Tell me more for the collective's career and finance. 0220 could be significant. 030303 could be significant. Yeah, you see, I feel like you've been struggling with like your finances just dipping and going up and dipping. Like there's been a lot of ebbs and flows to your finances. And you could just be feeling like, can I break even at some point? But this is about, okay. This is about when you have money, don't splurge. Like when you have money, don't just be like, ah, screw it. Today I'm gonna just go do it because I finally have a little extra money. No, they're wanting you to fight that urge right now. They need you to fight that urge right now because you have the potential to advance or you have the potential to just be like be okay. And they want advancement in your life right now, but that comes at a price, right? It comes at a cost. Sometimes we have to sacrifice, and God shows us favor when we're willing to sacrifice for the greater good of tomorrow. So it's not about not being able to live for today. No, this is about being strategic for the sake of your own future and the betterment of your future. Tell me more. Taking steps. Yo, didn't I just say that? Didn't I say it felt like it was taking two and then four? It literally says action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in the direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. I can't make this shit up. And then renewal. Things end up getting better. Not only that, but this is about you. Maybe you were always out and about. You were always trying to you were always stressed about money. This is about taking time to just like find joy in the small things, right? I'm big on like self-care. So if I'm stressed out, I'm not about to go, like, I don't need to go and spend thousands of dollars and go partying and go. No, like, I don't need to do that. For me to recharge, I will literally book a spot for like $200. I will spend $250 and that will last me for everything I needed to do in one weekend to recharge myself. I'm taking masks to do my face. I'm doing little gloves. I'm doing bubble baths. I'll probably bring a glass of wine because I'm not much of a drinker. So I'll probably bring like a glass of wine or like a bottle of wine with me. And for that weekend, I just want to read and journal and just be in silence and break away from the world, do some meditation work, get right with spirit. I'll probably do some sort of herbal therapy. So like I'll create a spiritual bath or I'll make candles or like, you know what I'm saying? Just something that makes me feel grounded, something that makes me feel connected to spirit, connected to Mother Nature in some way. Excuse me. But I'm gonna do things, how can I say? Like I'm gonna do things that feed my spirit and feed my soul, and then I'm coming back to reality. I'm not the type of person to go and blow money or anything like that. So this just feels like you getting back on track and you doing like having small wins that don't really like kind of like break the bank to do it, but still feeds you. You have to find the things that work for you that are small but help you feel recharged because the more you feed yourself in the midst of the chaos and you don't put yourself aside for it, that's where more rewards come in. I hope that makes sense. But like that's what this is feeling like. Cuz I feel like the minute I started doing that, that's when things turned around for the better for me financially. Like when I stopped going, "Oh, I can't do that cuz I don't have enough money for that." And I started saying, okay, I can't do this, but I can create this here. So I still get the experience for less money. And because I still gave myself the experience, Baby, I would start falling, tripping on money. Legit, like legit tripping on money. Look, guidance and freedom. I'm telling you, it's something about this that creates a free flow of energy to you. So instead of you having to chase after it, it just starts to fall in your lap. And I know this sounds so cheesy, and you're like, yeah, whatever. I promise you, try it. All you can do is try, right? We have to be the scientists of our own lives. We have to test theories to see what works for us. All I can say is try it because I'm a theory ass bitch, and I'm gonna test that motherfucker and see if it works in my life. And if it don't, it's like, cool, next, let's try something else. But it works. We have guidance here. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. I'm telling y'all, look, you are discovering another piece of your destiny and of your life purpose. And that's funny because you said you're a good life coach. Like that's the energy that this is giving. Like you're figuring it out so that you can then teach others. And that's what I think we're supposed to do, right? I literally just decided to not have a drink anymore. February 1st was my official decision day just because I wanted to. Good for you. I decided like I'm only going to do something if I want to because the occasion calls for it. I've never really been like, "Oh, I'm such a drinker." Like that's never really been me. Um Substances was something that scared me because I felt like I come from a family where addiction was really heavy and I never wanted to be a part of that life. So I never really allowed myself to be like to need it. I never allowed myself to say, "Oh, I've had a hard day. I need this." Because I was like, no, hell no, I'm not about to be that person. Just like I didn't want to like sleep around and stuff like that because I didn't want to be 16 and pregnant. Like I didn't want to be that. I wanted to beat the statistics. I wanted to beat the odds. So I always told myself I'm gonna be disciplined when it comes to these things because I don't want this. I don't want health issues. So I'm going to be disciplined with how much I'm eating or how much I'm investing into or how much bullshit I'm taking in because I don't want the same issues I've watched my family suffer from. So good for you because at some point we all have to decide for ourselves what kind of life we want to live and how long we want to live, right? So good for you. That's right. That's right. Know your limit and just prove people wrong. Fight. Have that fight. A lot of people don't have that fight, and that's something my partner always says. You need that fight. If you don't have somebody that has that fight, like they're gonna throw their life away. That's true. And then we have freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Becoming self employed may be ideal. Time off will also help you get clear. You see, like it all keeps coming full circle. That's literally what I was saying. Maybe you can't take a 10, 15-day vacation. You better take that 3 days that you have off because of the holiday that Monday and go somewhere. You could get a cute little hotel or an Airbnb, and it'd be like your whole weekend will be like $300. You thought you had to spend 5 grand. No, baby, you take $300. You take your food and your snacks with you, and you go and create the experience you want. There is nothing wrong with that. But I feel like when it comes to somebody's finances, you're gonna become financially free, and it be for you. I kept trying to make this focus on your money. Yeah, look, you have wealth and opportunity at the bottom. You lock it. You lock it when you make money your world. And I kept trying to to just focus it on what your finances are looking like. But I feel like spirit wants you to know the only reason why your money isn't coming in the way you want it to is because you're not prioritizing yourself and you're making money the focus. And I know it's hard to say this day and age with the life that we have, because trust me, I work my ass off. I work my ass off. I'm working right now. Okay. But I'm saying this to say if you choose not to prioritize your mental health and your well being, the money isn't going to get you nowhere. And if anything, you putting this as the focus, it'll slow it down faster than it will lift you up. And then you'll be working double and twice as hard and triple time just to try to break even when it doesn't have to be that hard for you. So I feel like that's kind of why I was guided to give you the little insight, right? Because I'm queen. take a weekend for yourself. I am quick to say, I need to get away, and I'll find a cute little spot in the middle of nowhere where I can just escape the world and be in my own space, away from everything, noise, distractions, all of that. I don't even want to be on my phone. I literally want to connect and ground. And it's the best experience because it forces you to look at the world from a different light. And I feel like when I come back to work, I'm so refreshed and I'm so grateful that I had the time to do that. That now when I'm working, I'm handling business because I'm not doing it from a place of, ugh, this is so stressful. Ugh, I'm so tired. I'm not doing it from that space anymore because now I feel like, all right, let's get to the bag. Like let's work, let's move, you know? And because of that, man, opportunities fall in my lap every time. If I was struggling and I was wondering if I was gonna make that, I can't spend this $200. I gotta pay this bill and this bill. Yo, I literally would trip into the money. I will get a last minute client and the client would tip me. And the money that I spent to go on the trip, I would get it right then and there. It happens every time. Every time. Time sacrifice is key time to live well, feel, be well, then you'll do well. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not trying to butcher what you said, but I get what you were saying. I get what you're saying. Yes, you have to create the life that you want if you want financial freedom. And sometimes it really is just being brave and knowing. I feel like when people are struggling financially, it's because they're battling with God and seeing, well, if they truly trust that He will make a way for you. I'm the type of person that I'm not going to play with Him. I'm not gonna blow my money and be like, "You still got me, right?" Like, no, it doesn't work that way. But I'm also, if I'm being called to do something for myself and I know I'm financially in a bind, I will limit myself and say, "Okay, I'm gonna do something small because God, I hear you, and I also have this, so I hear you. I'm gonna act, and I'm gonna trust that you'll make a way for the rest." You know what I'm saying? And it usually does. It usually works out every time. Every time. All right, so let's see. Tell me anything else. Look, yes, confirmation. You were meant to be financially stable. And I feel like some of you, you're meant to be a boss. You're meant to be like managerial or own your own business or just be financially free. Like be live a comfortable life financially. I feel like you're not supposed to penny pinch. You're supposed to be more of a risk taker. Like but this feels like not taking risk with your life or anything like that, but this is more like learning about a certain business practice or learning like investing into those things that help your money better establish itself. So let's say you just need to learn a certain program that has a different algorithm that you can then put into your company and it flourishes because you invested into that. Maybe it was risky because you had to put some money into it, but the investment helps you down the line. Yeah, you see, the lovers with the ace of cups, this is something that's going to not only be good for you, but if you have a team, it's going to be good for them too. For some of you, you may be working with someone and the two of you, it's like the way your minds work together. This is what makes the business great. Like you couldn't be as great as you are without a person. Could be a water sign, and they're not as great without you. Or it's just the way that they invest into this. Yes, you see, financially, I feel like you guys will be in a really good position. I also feel like somebody is getting recognition at work. Somebody is getting some sort of promotion or something. I feel like it has something to do with your integrity. There's something about that, like, you grow or you're getting some sort of supporters or, like, well-wishers, people who are like, you should be in this role, or you should have this job, or you should get your own business. It's something like that. Like, people are recognizing you, they love the position that you hold, and they admire you for it. You have a lot of admirers. And even if there's people that are coming to try to instigate, start shit, cause conflict, they look at you like you're the GOAT. Like, you are that person that causes growth within a company. They know that they wouldn't be okay without you. And financially, I feel like your money is growing because you're finally feeling seen. You're getting, for some of you, if you weren't getting what you were owed, I feel like you may be getting a pay raise, and it's going to be more than you expected. Or if someone owes you money, you're getting back more than you expect. For some of you, it could be because somebody's getting called out. So they're like, oh shit, let me pay them. There's something about that. But you got somebody that's fighting on your behalf. And if you're going through some sort of legal battle and you're worried about not having enough money, do your research, because there's a person that is going to be able, maybe they cost a little bit more, but they get you more in the end, where you're going to be able to pay them on the back end. You won't have to pay as much from the beginning. They may not even charge you as much. They may be able to settle something sooner, so it cuts the cost down. So you may not. There's a funny way that this shit ends up working out, where you feel like, oh my God, I don't know if I should do this. This battle works out in your favor. And if someone is thinking that they're gonna win because maybe your lawyer seems like they don't know what they're doing, no, baby, they know exactly what they're doing and they're gonna win. And it's because of something that was done to you unjustly. Somebody's going to come up with like a text message, an argument, or a bystander, somebody that's going to either speak up on your behalf, or this is someone that's going to set something straight. Something that's going to fall into their lap, some sort of information, a video, something that's going to prove your innocence, or prove someone's innocence here, or prove that someone was negligent and you get the money. And this is an investigator that's doing this. They could be finding this online. I don't know, y'all. Something told me to mention that, but I see somebody coming into some money, and it's like, you think this is about to be the biggest headache of your life, and it ends up becoming the biggest win for you. Oh shit. That's crazy. But that's what this feels like. I don't know why. Because somebody's money is locked up in arbitration, or locked up in it just feels like it's locked up, but then it flows through because the money gets freed. And spirit is making this happen. So just throwing that out there. Anything else about the collective's money, Holy Spirit, before I close this out? Can I get a reading? I mean, if you're looking to pay for a reading, you can email me. I'll have my information in the description box. But if you're looking for a free reading, I am doing a free reading raffle. All you have to do is comment in the comment section once this post, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll put you in the running. It's a raffle, so you gotta get your name thrown in a bowl. Listen, Daryl, or Darnell, because I can't read it. It's too far and I need my glasses. So if your name is Darnell, stop playing with me, okay? Sam, I feel like it just froze. All right, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. That's crazy. Okay. So we have somebody is needing to stand up for themselves. Um, I feel like you need to fight for what you're worth. Like, if you're at work and you feel like somebody's not paying you enough, I feel like you need to stand up for yourself and tell them. It's like you need to show them. And for some of you, you may be showing them by applying to other jobs, and they're like, "Oh shit, I didn't think they were ever going to leave." Or you just start speaking up for yourself. Like, let's say you just stop doing as much as you were doing, and someone gets the message like, "Oh, you don't want to pay me as much? Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool." But I feel like you're asserting yourself, but you are like so even keel. Like, you're keeping your cool. You're politely telling someone where they can go. And I feel like this is making somebody. Want to, yeah, they want to pay you. What the hell? I have no idea what's going on with this chat. Or not the chat, but the channel. Tell them to act right. That's right. Be stoic. Yeah, like I just feel like you're telling somebody. The crazy thing is, a part of them knows, it's like a part of them knows that you are very influential when it comes to the success of something. And there's somebody that's protecting you. Who's this person? There's somebody protecting you. And that's why they're telling you, shh, quédate callado, like keep quiet. You don't have to say nothing, or you don't have to do too much. Don't lose your cool or come out of character, because there's someone, whether this is spiritual, because we do have outside forces here, or this is somebody at the job that's being guided to do this. Just know they're telling this person, hey, this isn't the one to play with, or you need them more than you realize. Like you're meant to be here. I also feel like this is an inheritance. I'm not gonna lie, because the 10 of Pentacles does speaks of like will, some sort of trust fund or a deed to a home that somebody's going to be receiving. But I will tell you this. Keep in mind, if this is property related, you need to have an adjuster go out and check, like, look and see its value, because somebody may be sneaking and doing this on the low and then just eagerly giving it to you, like, oh, you can have that, I'm not even going to fight you for it, but it's for a reason, and it could be because it's more headache than it's worth. So check with the local, I don't, this is so wild, but check with the local tax people to see what's owed on it or what's left on it or something like that, to see if it's worth your, like, if the value is worth it. And if you can cut a deal, because sometimes they'll cut a deal with you before it goes into foreclosure, they'll cut a deal with you so that you can get the property back for half the price. So check that out, because this has to do with some sort of investment, but you need to investigate, because it may be, look at that shit, it may be more of a problem with the devil here than and they're not telling you. Or if you're thinking about purchasing a home here, just have somebody go look at the property, because like I said, this is a contract that you're going to be signing, and they want to make sure that you know everything that's involved with this. Right. Know if the juice is worth the squeeze. That's right. Damn, you see how these cards are flipping out? Yes, because something's going to come to light about this. That's crazy. And they don't want you to take on more stress than it's worth. So this is your confirmation, and that's on facts. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. This is a really good lawyer. You have a really good lawyer that's going to be fighting on your behalf, and it may cost a pretty penny, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. So just keep that in mind here. You're going to be really happy about it, and it's going to save you from a lot of headaches. And this would have come over time. Like, it would have been like you thought you were winning now, or there's gonna be someone in the family, they think that they stole something from you, baby. God is gonna make them reap what they sow in due time. It's gonna be when they least expect it, shit's gonna fall apart. And they're gonna be like, damn, I shouldn't have taken it, because it wasn't meant for them. So if somebody tries to steal something that doesn't belong to them, they're gonna regret that shit, because spirit is gonna slowly rip it away and make it more of a burden to them than an actual blessing. And that's what happens when people try to overstep and take what doesn't belong to them. That's crazy. All right. So we're dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Libra, a Cancer, a Sagittarius, a Virgo, Capricorn, more Virgo, Taurus, and Leo. All right. Any final messages? I'm gonna pull a seeking within message, just because I feel like it's on brand with today. Good luck. Your fortune is improving, and you will get a lucky break soon. You'll be collecting nuggets of wisdom you need for the near future. You see what I'm saying? How everything blends in? There's an opportunity that can turn into a long-term career move. I feel like you're being asked to commit to something, but ask for more money. You see, like you or somebody's gonna be promoting you or moving you to another position, but you get paid more because there's something you bring to the table and something is put into their spirit to make them do it. And then we have gifts. You are uncovering new talents. Bro, didn't I say this? You are uncovering new talents. Because I said earlier, I believe I said, it's like you're opening new gifts or spirit is gifting you with new abilities. Okay. You're uncovering new talents that will land you in new type of work or a better position. You could get more money with this deal as well. Everything keeps talking about you getting a break financially. And it's because of the work that you're doing. It's the cultivation process. It's the energy you invest in you and what you put out. And the world has no choice but to respond in the same manner. All right, let's pull a seeking within message. He said, I hate you. I never cry. Brian, you are funny, bro. I'm glad you made it to the live though. I appreciate you because I know you always comment on my readings. And I started going live more because I just think it's fun. I think it's better to like talk to you guys. The metamorphosis, yes. That's right, Prince Taurus. Uh-huh. Patriots. Don't play with me. Okay. Somebody could be fighting with a sibling. Let that shit go. It's not worth it. Just thought I threw that out there. I also feel like somebody is battling with some inner child things. Um, and this could be what happened during your childhood, or just the fact that you stopped living for the inner child in you. You got to have more fun. You got to be more playful. And I'm taking this message for myself as well because I've become so serious when it comes to my work and my life and routine. I forgot how to have fun. Like, I could laugh and joke around and things like that, but there's a part of me that feels like that inner child in me has been dying off lately, and I've been like being called to do more creative work, to just be more playful, have fun, take a day where I just say, ah, screw it, let's just go play, like take my kids and just be like, come on, let's go somewhere, let's go to a freaking theme park or something, just to have fun. I've been feeling called to do that, and I will. And this is my confirmation. So definitely take the message how it resonates, y'all. It happens this way every time. But you're needing to let your inner child shine. Don't be surprised if you start wanting to watch old shows when you were a kid, like just reminiscing or eating stuff that you ate when you were younger just for the hell of it, like I stopped eating cereal a long time ago and recently like I wanted to eat a bowl of cereal and now I was looking at myself like what the hell are you doing? But for whatever reason, I had to do it. You know what I mean? Like it's just the simplest things. But for whatever reason, it's like it's taking you back to a time where things were simple, where things were peaceful, or just a really good time in your life. And you're being called to experience that again and bring a part of that joy into your everyday now. Okay. Some of you guys could be unconsciously carrying parts of like your family patterns that you need to heal. I feel like that's something that you need to rectify within you. And or this is someone you're dealing with, but this is the thing that was creating the blockage. That's kind of what I was getting in the earlier message. I feel like it's coming back to say, like, as a confirmation that there is some old wounds that have not been rectified that kind of need to be passed like to the left. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be healed and you'll know because you'll become less reactive when these things trigger you. That's how you'll know when you're healed, when you don't feel the need to be defensive about the very thing you thought you healed. The minute you become defensive, that shows you that you haven't fully healed from that yet. And then it says, stop looking outside for what to do or who to be. When we rely on the externals, we get caught up in the drama, the confusion, and the judgments of good or bad. Look within to open the truth of you and unfold your inner being. And then put your lips to the world and live your fucking life. I love that card. Um, And I feel like that's so true. Like, if we're constantly looking at everyone else's opinion, and that's become like the new thing now online where everyone wants to like react to something. It's like somewhere along the way, we forget to have our own opinions and we start to rely on the opinions of everyone else or how they feel about certain things to see how we should feel about certain things. And I feel like, can we please move away from that shit, please? We already have enough in our lives that is teaching us not to feel for ourselves or think for ourselves with chat GPT and all this extra stuff and all the AI stuff. Can we finally get back to just like being people, having our own opinions, our own thoughts, seeking out information? Like, y'all remember the days when we had to go to the library and look through an encyclopedia? That like can we get back to a little bit of that? I'm not saying evolution isn't necessary, I agree, but there's a little bit of tradition that needs to be involved to keep us grounded. And I feel like there's a part of that that's being lost. And I am that parent that's going to make sure my kids understand. Like, and that's kind of what this is bringing me. Like, there's a sense of grounding that's needed in this world, and however you can do that so that you can form your own opinions, your own perspectives, experience things so that you can, your opinion is based on your own experience and not what everyone else is telling you to feel. Like, you really need that right now because you could have people in the workspace that's trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, or how you shouldn't like this person because they did this, this, and that. Maybe that's their experience with that person, but maybe that person treats you great. Fuck those other people. Like, treat people the way they treat you or based on your experience with them. And same thing with your partner. If you feel like your partner is great and they're just doing weird shit, tell them they're doing weird shit, find a way to get past it and move on. If you feel like they are not worth shit, then cut their asses off and keep it pushing. I promise you there'll be another. I promise you there will. There's enough people in this world, baby. I promise you'll come across one. So that's all I have to say. I'm going to leave that there. I hope this resonated. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hold on, let me just check the chat real quick. To do some hobbies. Yo, facts. She put a light away. I'm trying to take it back. That's right. It's a fight. It's always a fight. He said palabra. He'll do the things you love doing. Fuck what they think. Facts. But I like, glad I was truly beautiful, amazing person to see me today. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm out of here, but you guys know the drill now. I will be live on Wednesday. If I can go on sooner, I will. But if I can't, you'll see me Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I love you guys. And until next time, peace.